Yankees lose. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of Kevin and Zach Reacts. I'm going to call this officially our first Hate Watch stream. And ladies and gentlemen, the New York Yankees lose. The big bad Yankees, the juggernaut, the evil empire loses 12-2 to quite possibly the worst baseball team to ever grace this fine earth. The Chicago White Sox beat the Yankees 12-2 in a game where the Chicago White Sox set a season high in runs, 12 runs, 18 hits against Luis Gil. We've been talking about it on this show for a few weeks now. It feels like the AL Rookie of the Year is Colton Cowsers and Colton Cowsers alone. And the only guy that stood between him and that was Luis Gil. And I'll tell you right now, one way to not win Rookie of the Year is to go 4 innings, giving up 4 against the Chicago White Sox. Another blow-up start for Luis Gil. So, what a night, everyone. How are we feeling? I love Mike. It was such a fun night, and the Orioles didn't even play. I was just watching the game. I'm not going to lie. When the White Sox went up 2-0 early, Gavin Sheets gives them the 2-1 lead. I was sitting there and I was like, you know, at least we'll have this second inning lead for the rest of our lives. Like, I was just thinking, like, no way the Yankees actually blow this. Like, there's no way. And then in the fourth, it went to 4-1, and I was like, you know what? We're watching this, and Aviator, happy anniversary, my guy. Thank you for all the times you've shown up in the chat, all the donations. Hope you had a fantastic, both of you, fantastic anniversary. Appreciate it. So, geez, what? Both of you, happy anniversary. And you're right. What a present. The White Sox were saving the runs for you guys. They were saving the runs, 12 of them today. And yeah, Mike, once it was 4-1, I was there. I was in. I was locked in like an Orioles game. And Grady Sizemore, Cleveland, I guess technically Cleveland Indians. He never played for the Guardians. Cleveland legend, managing the White Sox for his first win. Of course, it's against the Yankees. Of course, it was against the Yankees. I mean, let's go through it. Let's go through this like an Orioles game. Nicky Lopez 1 for 4. Andrew Benintendi 2 for 5. Andrew Vaughn 4 for 5. Gavin Sheets 2 for 4. Corey Lee 2 for 4. David Fletcher 3 for 5. Corey Julks. I wanted to make sure I got his first name right. 1 for 4. And then Brooks Baldwin also 1 for 4. Only a single White Sox went hitless. What a day for baseball, baby. What a day for baseball. And we're going to get into this in a second. Jazz Chisholm, on a serious note, did get hurt having imaging done on his elbow. So we're going to see what that's all about. Because, listen, as much as I hate the Yankees, as much as I want to beat them in every facet of the game, I want to do it when they're healthy. You know, I think Jazz Chisholm, I love watching him play. I want to beat them when they're healthy. So hope Jazz is okay on a serious note. But also, the Yankees lose, baby. As soon as people in the chat were getting fired up, I'm looking, it's 12-2. Everyone's having fun. I was like, I'm going live. I texted Kevin. I was like, hey, I know you're busy, dude. I'm going live. Because this is one of those times, hate watching, baby. Hate watching. It was what I was born to do, is hate watch the New York Yankees. Let's get into the New York Yankees side of it a little bit. Alex Verdugo. We'll go 1 up, 1 down. My 1 down, there's 9 of them. Alex Verdugo, 0 for 3. Juan Soto, 0 for 2. Aaron Judge tried his best. I mean, infield single, a double. Good for you. got intentionally walked. My new favorite thing is watching Yankees fans get irrationally upset when guys are on base with 2 outs and the other team doesn't care. They just walk Judge and get the guy out after him. It's like clockwork, and they get irrationally mad every single time. It's why you walking the greatest of all time. Let him hit. Why would I do that? In one swing, he makes us a 3-run ball game? Absolutely not. Go take your base, Judge. We'll face Austin Wells, who went 1 for 4 with a pop-up, strikeout, flyout, and he got a single. Good for you, Wells. So, hate watching. You got to do what you got to do. Raw, actually, I've been haven't watched Raw in a long time, but I've been kind of keeping up with the storylines here and there. Some good stuff going on there, but even better stuff, I will argue, going on when the White Sox are kicking the shit out of the New York Yankees. This is my favorite pastime, people. This is my favorite pastime, people. 12-2, and don't look now, but once again, the Baltimore Orioles are in sole possession of first place in the American League East, and all they had to do was fly home and trust the White Sox. You know, it was funny. I saw a lot of people talking about the Nationals series coming up, and they're like, hey, if the O's don't take both against the Nationals, like they have to take both and hope that it's still a half-game lead for the Yankees, because I don't think anyone thought the White Sox were taking any games in this series, especially not on Twitter. But you can't count out the fighting Gavin Sheets. You can't count him out. Gavin Sheets, I saw someone say it earlier, 3 hits for the hometown. Don't ever say Gavin doesn't love him some Baltimore, because he's out here putting on for the city. 4 for 5 with 3 doubles and an infield hit. Gavin Sheets, good Lord. Friend of the program, Gavin Sheets. If you haven't watched that, we had him on the show like a month ago at this point. But this is Gavin. Gavin, this is what we asked for. Go out there and get the job done. Man, yeah, I couldn't agree more. What a way to start the week. Is this the greatest start to a week after a bye of all time? I absolutely love it. And Caleb, this would be hysterical. This would be an all-time just like Yankees downfall moment if they just randomly got swept by the White Sox in the midst of like this intense race. That would be incredible. John, I had to do stuff at work and wasn't paying attention to the game. Stopped watching at 2-1. That's when I kind of was like, ooh, this is close. Yankees pulling this off. Then turn it back on. It was 11-2. I turned it back on 4-1, and I was like, oh, baby, we got a ball game. We got a ball game. So, and this is, yeah, John, this was when I was watching it too. Every time. So I've started religiously watching it in the 8th when Gavin got that infield single to score. Andrew Vaughn. That was when I kind of was like, okay, I gotta watch the end of this ball game. Let me do the old Jazz Chisholm search on Twitter, see if we have any other news just by people talking with the press conference. Nope, just leaving early potential injury concern. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing any updates on Jazz Chisholm, so I do hope he's okay. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. Yeah, and John, this is the other thing. You know, maybe in like a year or so, I'll have hate for Jazz Chisholm. Right now, he's still Miami Jazz in my head, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just rooting for the guy. Like, I don't want to root for him against us, but like when I see Jazz Chisholm do something cool, I'm like, good for him. Good for Jazz Chisholm. So he hasn't been a Yankee long enough. And most importantly, he hasn't had a classic Yankee moment against us yet that will inevitably make me hate him. Like he's going to have one home run that's like, it'll be a 3-run shot when we're up 2 in the bottom of the 8th, and I'll never like the guy again. Like all the Jazz is a fun player will leave my body. Like it'll physically leave my soul will leave my body, and then I'll hate him. Like I will straight up hate Jazz Chisholm. But until then, I'm not a fan of him because he's on the Yankees now. But like when he was in Miami, he's just a fun player to watch. Plays all over the field. Okay, I know. This is a Yankees hate chat, Yankees hate watch, but I'm going to use this to push some agendas while Kevin is not here. I want Ahmed Rosario on the Orioles so badly, guys. Like I don't think you guys understand how badly I want Ahmed Rosario. Let me look up his baseball savant and let's all look at this together. This is what's going to happen if I'm doing just hate watches is I will just randomly go on these. Come on, give me his percentiles. Ooh, his percentiles are not great. Okay, people. Ooh. This is not what I was hoping for. All right, so base running value 61, fielding run value. Oh, Jesus, Ahmed. Okay, wait, hold up. This spray chart is really nice. He's just a lefty, and he's using the entire field. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it right now. I like this spray chart. And Lars saying Ahmed is a good dude, so sad my Dodgers CFA. It was to make room for Mookie Betts. I understand there are other guys that should have, maybe gotten it before him, but – and Caleb saying Gene Segura season. I think it is soon. John, once again, Ben Rice is cool. Ben Rice. So when Ben Rice got his first career hit against us, and he was smiling ear to ear and just couldn't stop smiling. Those were the moments I really like Ben Rice. I actually really enjoyed Ben Rice. I think he's a really good dude. Would love to talk to him one day, have him on the show maybe. But yeah, unfortunately, Ben Rice is one of those Yankees that's going to take a while for me to hate because every time he does something and he's just smiling ear to ear, happy to be in the pros, I'm like, shit, Ben Rice, you are a good dude. So yeah, Ben Rice. And now back to Ahmed Rosario for a little bit. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is how many doubles does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I count like 17. I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, he's using the whole field. He has a few triples, only 2 home runs. I doubt these are gone. You know what? I'm not upset with that. He's got some line drive power. So even though that wouldn't have been out, he doesn't strike out a lot. All right. I'm going Rosario. Rosario's batting, I think let me look it up. Let's all go to StatMuse together. I just looked this up before. So Ahmed Rosario versus lefties 2024 is batting .327. Let me see. That's his average and an OPS of .816. So in 110 at bats this year versus righties or versus lefties, he has an .816 OPS and a .327 average. So he's hitting righties a lot better this year than Austin Slater is. It's going right back to his expected batting average is around 263, so he's getting a little lucky, but I'm not too concerned. Expected slugging is low. Average exit velo is 86.6. Would definitely love to have that. He's not barreling the ball. He's not getting hard hits. Okay, so I'm seeing more why he was DFA'd, but if we compare this to, let's say, an Austin Slater. Let me get a little Austin Slater action here. Let's see. What are his metrics looking like? Why are we? So Austin Slater, pretty much, if you want to look at his comparably, let me pull up this one. So Austin Slater, what they like is he's hitting the sweet spot a lot. He's not chasing at all. He's not. He is striking out a decent amount. That's bad. He's not. He's walking a ton. Doesn't have great range in the outfield. Doesn't have great arm value in the outfield. Sprint speed's average. The other thing is Ahmed Rosario's fast. I'm going to Ahmed Rosario. I know some people might be, a little back and forth. I'm going in on Ahmed Rosario. I think that's if we're picking, if he has an opportunity to come here, I'm taking him over Austin Slater any day of the week. Ahmed's also played, I think, every position in the field except first and catcher. So, dude, talk about some versatility. I'm loving it. Yeah. Don, I'm thinking, yeah. John, this is exactly what's happening. I'm like, here we go. Dude, I'm thinking Ahmed Rosario is going to be the guy. I think that's just who I want. As soon as he popped up today that he was DFA'd, slowly, I was just like, yeah, I think this guy's going to become my personality and agenda for the next few days. So, Ahmed Rosario, if you just start seeing me randomly posting on Twitter Ahmed Rosario highlights, just know that I'm out there making it happen. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. Well, White Sox beat the Yankees 12-2. This is just crazy. And really appreciate that, MVP. Love the video, Zach. This is the type of content people want. I really appreciate that. Yeah, people in the chat and the Discord were like, hey, Yankees getting belt to ass right now by the White Sox. I was like, hell yeah, they are. People were like, let's talk about it. Let's react. Let's hate watch. And as soon as people bring up hate watching, you pique my interest. I'm a hate watch specialist. I studied it in school. So if there's anyone who likes to hate watch, it's me. And I was always down to hate watch the Yankees. So shout out to the Chicago White Sox. Who said Grady Sizemore for AL Manager of the Year? Who says no? Yeah, Caleb, I couldn't agree more. It's not just that the Yankees lost to the White Sox. It's that they gave up the White Sox year high in runs, and I'm pretty sure year high in hits. I doubt the White Sox have ever accumulated 18 hits in another game this year. I would be floored if they did that, but dude, what a day. What a freaking day, baby. Orioles did absolutely nothing. The Orioles just existed today. And they gained a half game in the AL East. Yeah, DMV Geek saying, the Red Sox, I was hoping that the Rangers would pull that out. I really needed them to, just to keep that slide from the Red Sox going, because that would have just been such a fun, like if the Red Sox just kept falling and I don't have to deal with them at all. Because I'm not going to lie, guys, the Red Sox do semi-concern me. Not really concern me. I sent it to Rocco. Don't you worry, Joe. Don't you worry. The Red Sox don't really concern me. They're 7 games out, but they're just a team like this weekend. This weekend for the Orioles is really important with the Red Sox. We have a 4-game series at home versus the Red Sox. You got to take 3, especially with how the Red Sox are playing right now. I'm saying 3 is a must. You're also going to have Burns and Eflin pitching this series, and I guess Suarez. So you have to. You have to take 3 of 4. If the Orioles can take 3 of 4 against the Red Sox, you bump it down to about 9 games out with just under 40 to go, 40 games to go. That's a lot. Like, I think if they can take 3 of 4 against the Red Sox, it takes the Red Sox completely out of the division. Like, I already don't think they have a chance, but then it steps on their throats. Don't lose 3 of 4 and give them hope. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the Red Sox have this Netflix documentary shit going on, and it kind of scares me. Like, because I don't think like baseball would be one of the harder ones. Actually, it wouldn't be that hard to rig because the umpires already make atrocious calls and no one would question it. But I can't see. Like, I would not be surprised if the Red Sox won it all for this Netflix documentary. You know what sucks is that, like, I would watch it. Like, I'm still going to watch. I want to watch the Cal Contral calling out Reese McGuire for illegally touching himself in a Walmart parking lot. Like, that needs its whole episode. I need the backstory. I need Reese McGuire's side of the story. Yeah, Jaron Duran is definitely probably getting his own episode. Dumbass. I just can't believe there are so many microphones on an MLB field right now, especially when you're a part of a Netflix documentary and everyone's mic'd up. Where is your on-field awareness, brother? Where is your on-field awareness? Yeah, I don't think the Red Sox, if the Orioles can take 3 or 4, that'd be insane. And I'm gonna also real fast. Have the Braves gotten a hit yet? Okay, so Atlanta did get what's his name? Why am I blanking? Blake Snell had a no-hitter through 5 again. And he had struck out a 9 through 5 innings. Had a no-hitter after just throwing one. Blake Snell is so good. I would have given up the farm for Blake Snell. When I say give up the farm, I mean, like, I probably would have given up like a Kerstead. I love Blake Snell. If you've been following me on Twitter for the past 2 seasons, last year I've been a Blake Snell guy for so long. I love Blake Snell. I just love the way he approaches the game. I love that he doesn't care to walk people. It's annoying when he doesn't care to walk people, but dude's just got nasty stuff. Dude's got nasty stuff. Struck out 11, threw 114 pitches in 6 innings, though. Dude doesn't care about pitch count. He just goes out there, throws, and tries to get people out. Are the Rangers going to take one of the base decline following a World Series? No. I don't think so, at least historically. Let me look that up. I feel like there's definitely got to be. I know in football, it's very common for people to win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl and then not make the playoffs the next year. Snell doesn't take his player option. Yes, I would. If Snell doesn't take his player option and Corbin Burns is elsewhere next year, I would put all my resources into Blake Snell. Let's see. Base drop-offs after World Series. What are we thinking here? Oh. Okay, let's see. So, the Philadelphia A's. The Philadelphia A's in 1914 won 99 games and lost in the World Series. And then I guess they sold off their entire team and went 43-109 the next year. Aviator, don't be making me feel things at 11:43 at night because this would. Could you imagine? Let me just live in fantasy world right now, everyone. Corbin Burns, Blake Snell, Grayson Rodriguez, Kyle Bradish, Zach Eflin. Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me to go get sized for the fucking World Series rings, if that helps me. That would be something. Corbin Burns, Blake Snell, Grayson, Bradish, and Zach. If Zach Eflin's your 5, that's gross. People would forfeit the year. Oh, all right. So you know what? If we were promised an Orioles World Series title this year, but then lose 100 games the next 10 years, I'd still take it. This is tough because I want to say I would take it, mostly because like I'm used to the Orioles being irrelevant. So like if we just got that one World Series, like I would live off that World Series for at least 3 years and I wouldn't care. You know? Yeah, you know what? Dilly, I like the counter offer. You make it 5 years, I'm taking it every single time. 5 years of just throwing in the. Now, here's the thing: do we get the first pick, or I guess in the lottery each year, and we get to like keep improving? Because then year 6, we'd low key be nasty. Think about this: we win the World Series this year, go 5 straight 100-loss seasons, and then we're building our team around 25-year-old Jackson Holiday, 26. Like. And we would go all those years losing, and we would still then build around the prime Jackson Holiday. Gunnar would be 28. This team's going to be a lot of fun for a long time. I'm telling you, rebuild the frat, baby. Rebuild the frat. I'm telling you guys, I think this Orioles team's going to be so fun. Here we go. You have 10 titles to give the Orioles and Ravens the next 6 years, 5-5. If it's just over 6 years, I'll take one of each losing. If it was over the next, all right, let's do this. All right, for all you, let's go in the chat. Let's all do this together. I'm going to say the rest of your life, you have the rest of your life. You divide it 10. You win 10 championships over your life. Your team. So I'm going to go Orioles and Ravens for me. How do you break up 10 championships? I think I would. I should just say 5-5, but part of me. Oh, aviator. 10 straight for the Orioles, none for the Ravens. That would be, hey, if you're giving us 10 straight, talk about one of the greatest dynasties of all time. Oh, Joanne saying I'm 45. Happy early birthday. You got 13 minutes. 13 minutes. So I don't care. Give me an Orioles championship and I'll be satisfied for life. I feel that. I feel that. Oh, 2016, I thought you guys had it in 2016. I thought you guys had it in 2016. I really thought. I think I'm going to go, and people are going to be very confused about this. I'm going to go 6 Ravens, 4 Orioles. And solely because my expectations of the Ravens my whole life have been we better win the Super Bowl. Like my expectations for the Ravens my entire life is this team should be a contender and be in the Super Bowl. I've lived my entire life just assuming the O's are going to be bad. So I'm gonna say 6 to the Ravens. Oh, I'm loving this. Yeah, if we're going for Lamar gets 8. Lamar gets 8. Wait, real fast. Aviator, I know, and it's solely because I want to brag. Like, I hate when people shit talk the Ravens. Like, I'm so used to people being like, the Orioles are bad. And I'm like, they were. Like, yeah, we sucked. Like, sorry. We did. But I don't know. I would probably, if I can, I would probably split 5-5, but I'm leaning towards I would give the Ravens an extra just because I would love to talk shit. Like, NFL fans are so obnoxious. I would love to talk shit. What's your win-loss record prediction for the Ravens this year? I've said this a few times. I think they go 11-6 and win the Super Bowl. I think they're going to do worse than last year in the regular season. They have a tougher schedule. I think they go 11-6. I think they make the wild card. I think the Bengals win the division. Bengals or Browns? Browns could win that division, but I think the Ravens ultimately hoist the Lombardi. It's just going to be a little bit different. The Ravens work off being the underdog, and I think that helps them out in this situation. So I'm just going to say, we've had the number one seed. You got the bye. You're hosting the AFC Championship. It didn't work out. So yes, Lamar's the guy. Yes, Lamar's the guy. I can tell you that. So I'm going to. Yeah, my biggest prediction is 11-6. Ooh, Ravens go 20-0 this season. Lock in. Yeah, that's on me. Hand up, that's on me. I wasn't locked in enough. I wouldn't mind it. I would prefer the Ravens give Derrick Henry 50 carries in a postseason game than them only hand it off to running back 6 times across the preseason game. So I'll take that. Well, if a Bo Jackson ruined football for me after I saw him play, everyone else was just kind of a guy. I love that. Talk about, I feel like that's a lot, that's why I think everyone is going against Mahomes is starting to get like that for me, where I'm just like, we see the Caleb Williams, like, oh, is he the next Mahomes? And I feel like I'm almost starting to get like old man yelling at clouds protective about this generation. I'm like, no one's ever going to be Mahomes. Just like almost like Brady, like when people would be like, oh, he's the next Brady. It's like, no one's going to be Brady. Like, these guys can be good, but they're not going to be that good. So I'm glad we did this, guys. I'm glad we did this. Quick little hate watch. Yankees lose 12-2 to the White Sox. I mean, God, how can you not be romantic about baseball? How can you not be romantic about baseball? You guys rock. So, yeah, it's 11:51. I'm going to be honest, guys. Call me a hater. Say I drink the haterade too much. I don't care. Yankees lose, and you know how we're ending this stream? The same damn way we started this stream. Wait, gotta get it up. Hold up. Nope, this ruined the vibe. But here we go. Gotta get it right. Baby, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for today's Kevin and Zach Reacts Hate Watch Edition. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. We are live after every Orioles and Ravens game. Breaking news and hell starting today. We're going live when we need to hate watch. The Yankees lose. The New York Yankees lose to the Chicago White Sox. 12-2. Vibes could not be higher. The Orioles do not do a single thing today, and they reclaim the top of the AL East. That'll do it for me. As always, hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Appreciate each and every one of you who tunes in. This is the highlight of my night each night. So appreciate everything you guys do. Always tuning in, and we will see you next time. God.